Hi, this is Mekon, our dog Luna. I'm Susie, and we're in Manhattan's West Village. Come on in and see the place.
Susie and Mekon had to turn their New York apartment into a home and a workspace. And pretty soon, Susie's work took over, and the apartment became a guinea pig for her designs. The 1,000 square foot apartment is a long, narrow space with a bedroom in the center and an open floor plan beyond.
I'm the creative director of my own company, which designs decorative home accessories and fashion accessories. Throw pillows, scarf, hat, tote bag, carpeting, wallpaper.
During the day, it really functions as Sue's laboratory for her work. But then at night, when I come home or in the weekends when we're together, it really feels like our home.
The flexible living room works as an office, dining room, and lounge.
So in terms of the layout, a lot of stuff really lives on the side, so we keep kind of a main corridor open, which makes the space sort of feel bigger. We have a lot of furniture in here that's either movable or flexible.
So the great thing about this table is that it functions really as a coffee table and also as a storage unit. We keep all our CDs, photo albums, and when it closes, it just is a beautiful, clean surface.
What's really neat about it is that normally the drawer slides out of the table. In this case, the table slides away from the drawer, and there's a lot of space in there.
The apartment when we first moved in was more of a white box.
To me, the white box is a good thing, but to Susie, my wife, the white box is a bad thing. So when you go through the apartment, you kind of see there's kind of a compromise.
Some people are afraid to use lots of color in small spaces, but I think it actually helps to make the whole space feel bigger. You can see we've got two different shades of blue. There's a lighter shade of blue in this kind of library area. This one is pretty intense, but I always saw the river as being the third kind of blue wall. So you get this really great panorama of blue when you come into the space.
The progression of colors through the house separate out the space and make it feel open. You've got the light blue, the darker blue, and then the river outside.
The table is a multifunctional piece.
We got this on sale.
During the day, I use this to meet clients, to trim artwork, paste things up. And then at night, when we want to have dinner or we want to entertain, we drag over the bench, pull the table out, and it provides seating for 8, maybe 10. This is a great space-saving desk. It has drawers and cabinets. Everybody needs a junk drawer, so these are kind of the junk drawers. In terms of working space, it was a bit of a struggle to get it to really flow and work well. Once you have it working, it's genius. Everything's accessible by my, rolly chair, and that makes a big difference. The great thing about this desk is, at the end of the day, it rolls up and creates more living space, which is great, because then we don't have to think about work and we can play.
When guests come over, they usually hang out in the kitchen and foyer.
In the kitchen area, we have the refrigerator, which acts kind of like a scrapbook. In a space that's so spare, we thought it'd be fun to have, some kind of craziness. And also, when people come over, they love to look at the pictures. In this area, instead of trying to force an eating situation, for us, it was really important to keep this area open. When we entertain, people like to mill about in the kitchen, so this becomes kind of an extension of the kitchen.
She doesn't need a dining room, and she wants to have some more entertaining space. She wants to have some storage space, so it works really well for her.
Designs for Susie's collection are on display in the bedroom.
Mainly in the bedroom, I think we try to keep things also very simple, unified by a sense of color. There's the red Chinese wedding chest, some of the lamps, the bedspread, and then also the wallpaper that I'm testing out for the spring collection. I also use the space as a laboratory. I try things out in my home environment, and I feel like if I can live with them, you can live with them.
My biggest fear, obviously, is to walk in and see my house transformed. The other day, I walked in and I was basically sent away with my dog.
Mekon came home and boom, there was wallpaper up in the room. And actually, we both sort of sat back and we said, hey, that kind of works. That really does look nice.
Walking into the apartments, to me, it's always kind of a breath of fresh air. It's oriented to the light, it's oriented to the water. It's the moment that you sort of walk in, it's a little bit of an oasis. So although it is a small space, it immediately takes me out of the grind of the day-to-day New Yorkness and puts me home.